what's going on, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. I see Activity 79 is the first one in the room, and DeBailey out there in London, welcome. Good to see you, NYC girl, and Kim Jensen. Good to see you, Kim. Good to see you, Dave, down there in the great state of Georgia, and Sally Skipico, welcome. Good to see y'all as the chat bounces on me. Good to see you, Robert T. Welcome, and Mujica, welcome. Good to see you, Cass Cats, and Fawn Marie, aloha. Good to see you, Graham Silver, and Din Din down there in Trinidad. Welcome, y'all. Good to see you there. Rudy Denice Sky, welcome. Rudy Denice Sky, welcome. And Goldemir, we are not going to game 4, LOL. Good to see you, Fawn Marie, and Theory Mary, Network Intel. And Cass Cat's been a channel member for the last 15 months. Thank you so much, Cass Cats, and all the channel members for having faith in me as a content creator. And Cass Cat, thank you so much for being one of us. Gooba gaba, one of us people. Good to see you, Lopez, welcome. And good to see everybody, people, on this very chilly night, afternoon, very chilly afternoon. Good to see you. We're going to wait for, wow, we got 72 people watching, only 34 likes. So I'm not going to move until we get 55. I need 55 likes right now. Don't need to be stingy with the likes, ladies and gentlemen. We just have to get going here. We're going to do 16,000 steps today. We're going to check out what's going on at Citi Field, formerly known as Shea Stadium. And then we're going to see some of the new construction. Then we're going to come back here to Flushing Meadows Corona Park. And let's see if there's any blossoming trees and the Unisphere. And Network Intel with a $2 super chat. Network Intel, thank you so much. With a very generous $2 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $2 club. Much appreciated with a big $2 super chat. Good to see you, NYC, Sunshine NYC. Good to see you, Sunshine. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Good to see you, B-Band 109 and Lewis Murphy. Welcome. Jose Torres. Wepa, Puerto Rico. Bienvenidos. Jose Torres. Good to see you, Dave in Bangor, Maine, and Carol 813. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Waiting for 55 likes, and then we could depart. It is cold. It is windy. Sorry about the wind noise. We don't have our microphones connected today. But yes, good to see everybody, people. We're going to see what's going on around Citi Field, and then we'll head back into Flushing Meadow. Give you guys a bit of the energy here. But good to see you there. Are you guys in the park? You got to go live at 3:30? How is that possible? I don't know, but I think, Danette, I think you're here for the same reason I am. So maybe a little bit later on, if you want to meet me over by the New York State Pavilion. It's going to be a while, though. That's like near the end of the show. But everyone, Danette and Anthony are going to stream out here in the park right now. Everyone check out Danette and Anthony. Fantastic YouTubers from right here in Queens. But Danette, we're going to head over to Citi Field first. We're going to go see what's going on over there, and I think you're gonna head over to where I'm gonna probably end my stream today. So I think we got the same thing in mind. Spring is beginning to blossom, ladies and gentlemen, and this is one of the first places where spring blossoms. So here in Flushing Meadows Corona Park. So we're waiting for 55 likes, and then we'll get going here. It was a very long and arduous train ride, but we made it. But yeah, I appreciate that, Danette. Yes. Enjoy, Danette. Danette, you have a great stream as well. Good to see you, Sal Muscles. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Spotted Cow, Wisconsin. Welcome on in. Bloody hell, 101 people watching and only 50 likes? What the hell's going on, people? Tommy Dan's right here, Long Island. Good to see you, Tommy. Good to see everybody, people. Spotted Cow, Wisconsin. Welcome. I think we're done with the snow here in New York, by the way. It's official that we're done with the snow. We're dunzos with the snow, thank goodness. But good to see everybody, people. All right, we have 50. So look at it, we scared a few people away. You ready for spring finally? Me too. All right, let's enjoy Flushing Meadows Corona Park on a very chilly and windy Saturday afternoon. Good to see you, C. Shelby. Welcome. Is it snowing upstate? Nice. That's probably lake effect snow. No, that's tomorrow, Sunshine. Tomorrow is historic opening day. Tomorrow is the blessing of the rides. For some reason, they're breaking the egg cream on the cyclone today, when they normally would do that on Palm Sunday, but you know, whatever. So yeah, so it is opening weekend, but the big event is actually tomorrow on Sunday. No, don't pivot. Stay down here, Danette. Stay down here, Danette. Stay down here. We might see something beautiful over here. Unless you're already over there. Good to see you, Phyllis 2284. Welcome. It's 92 degrees up there at noon. Bloody hell, it's hot over there in Las Vegas. Turn on the air conditioning. All right, people. Let me get this set up here and all sorted. Get my wires all in check. There it is. All right, kids. Let's do this. Let's freak out some Met fans. That's what I've been doing since I got here. Good to see you, Norm, out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. Good to see you, H. Flores. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to Citi Field and see what's going on over by Citi Field. And then we're going to come back into Flushing Meadows to see all the other stuff in here in the park. So your boy's got to get a lot of steps in. We're going to get a nice amount of steps in here. But good to see everybody. This is the subway entrance here and the LIRR entrance to Flushing Meadows Corona Park. I forgot the name of this entrance. All the entrances have names. And this is probably the most used entrance exit for both World's Fairs. The 39-40 fair and the 64-65 fair. RJ's up there in Colorado. Welcome. Hear that wind. Oh, what, now the cops are here? Now the cops are here? I guess the cops are clearing out the vendors. Ozzy, good to see you, Ozzy. Good to see everybody, people. Yeah, the cops are here now. I guess they cleared out all the, they heard about all the vendors selling alcohol. I'm not going to the game, guys. I don't have a ticket. I'm not going to the game. That's right, RJ. That's right. There shouldn't be a game today? Okay. I don't know why there shouldn't be a game, but okay. God damn. All the cops are out. Ibrahim, merhaba. All the cops are out. They gotta scan people's tickets before they even get on the train. NYC vibes, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, here's that wind. Ooh, here's that wind. I'm happy I wore my winter stuff with me today. Sorry about the wind noise, guys. We're gonna trudge around the Flushing Meadow today. Robert Moses will be proud. All right. Everyone went up to the side. Everybody went up to the side. Look at that wind. So now this needs to be redone here terribly. Good to see you, Robert. Welcome on into the show. This wooden boardwalk, what supposedly was refurbished recently, it's still in really rough condition. The Parks Department did a rather lazy job. The vendors are doing their best to keep a low profile now. Since the police are here, the vendors when I first got here were like literally all out. You had to pass them in order to walk down this. But Miss Linda, welcome on into the show as we begin to walk towards the Citi Field. Neil's over there in Flatbush. Welcome. Cold day to watch the game, that's for sure. Hey, you got a tequila sunrise, you hear that? Bloody hell. Yeah, had a tequila sunrise, people. I was kind of amazed by the drinking suburban men were doing on the number 7 train. If you're gonna drink on the 7 train, at least drink some good beer. They were drinking these Miller High Lifes in cans. It's like, who the fuck drinks that? Oh, Jesus Christ. By the way, if I go into like absolute crazy mode, it's to maintain the people around me. So, be ready for that. Are they doing like content? Are they like filming content? Yes, they're filming content. What are they doing here? Let's see. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, they're talking about numbers. They're talking about numbers. Numbers are their life. Numbers and players. I got my money on the Calci app. Got $400 on there. Let's make it right. Anyway, are you ready for crazy mode? It should be good today. It should be good. I like this guy's energy. Hold on, I gotta give this guy a couple of dollars. I like his energy. I like this guy's energy. I gotta give him a couple of dollars. I liked his energy when I got out here, and I like his energy right now. Appreciate you, man. I love it. Yo, that's so New York. Good to see you, Michael Franco. Welcome on in. Citi Field, everybody. Now, who knows what he was playing? Who knows what he was playing on the air? I guess that's the air harmonica? What was he playing, guys? No, that was not Another One Bites the Dust. Nay, nay, nay. That's right. Of course Neil would get that. Of course Neil would get that. Urban culture. Yes, Bad Boys by the Inner Circle. Bad boys, what you gonna do? All right, let's see. We have a lot to see. Let's see if we can see the bases from Shea, and then we're gonna head over and see the Willets Point. That's right, LW. Ooh, I hate that song. Ooh, I hate that song so bad. Ooh, I'm not a fan of the Bon Jovi. You want to see the Tom Seaver statue? It's right here. This is my favorite statue in the city. I just love this statue. Just for you, Sal. There you go. And then my favorite thing is over here, the home run ball. Terrific Tom, that's right. Corey, good to see you. Here's a home run. The home run ball. Home run apple, sorry. So now, let's see if we could run the bases at Shea. Let's see. It is chilly out here for a game, I tell you what. I'll be drinking hard alcohol. That's right, Sal, I agree. We're gonna totally get the freaking copyright now for this bullshit music. Really, Ozzy, you were there opening, we had a great opening day, right? Bloody hell. Let's see where we go, we're going over here. see you there. Strawberry Fields. Welcome on in. Are they giving away Krispy Kreme? DJ, play me a Christmas song. I mean, that's a lot easier on the ears than this nonsensical fucking music. Oh, look, I got the Citi Field security on the bicycles here. Nice. I'm in like streamer mode today. Can you guys feel it? I'm in like in streamer mode. All right, now let's see if we can run the bases. I don't think we will because everybody's parked in. Let's see. It's over here by B section, right, guys? Let me know. Where are my Mets fans at? It's by B section, right? All right. Let's see if we can actually do this. This is going to close soon as we get ready for Metropolitan Park. And I'm wondering what they're going to do with the bases. Are they still going to be marked somewhere in the new development? All right. Let's see. Yep, found it. Found it. All right, so here is the pitcher's mound. There it is. Welcome to Shea Stadium. Hello there, Samuel. And then this is second base. Oh, that means home. Home is over there. Home is over this way. Let's see if we can see it. Or is this car? Oh, there it is. It's literally right in between everything. Okay. Here's home base. Here's home plate. Or first base. Alright, so there's first base. And then let's walk the bases. Let's do second base. Let's go back to second base since we know where it is. And then we're going to look for third base. So now you can say you ran the bases with me at Shea Stadium. Second base. All right, now we got to find third base. Isn't this cool, Linda? Isn't this cool? Good to see you, Michelle. Welcome on into the show. Third base. I'll make sure to use projection. Absolutely, BMX. Good to see you. I always project my voice, damn it. And now we're rounding over to home, which should be right here. Here's home. Yay, we did it. Gonna slide home. We did it. We just ran the bases. I will always call this Shea Stadium. I don't care what people say. They better save these bases, these base markers in the new Metropolitan Field. I'm sorry. They better save that shit. Let's see if we can find anybody pre-gaming out here. By the way, we're in stream room mode today. Look at that, they got the whole game going. Yo, let's go, man! Let's go! Let's go! We're gonna do it for the Calci app. We're gonna win $300 on the Calci app, right? Come on! We gotta put money down on the Calci app, right? MyBookie.com Calci app. Hello, MyBookie. All right. Oh, you get? Oh, really? Okay, you gotta BMX it. BMX, I'm not stoned enough yet. I'm not drunk enough yet, I mean. Corey, you're gonna have to look it up. I can't explain Metropolitan Field just yet. It's a whole casino thing coming over here. Oh my God, the mascots are over there. Oh my God. I'm gonna dance with the mascots. Let's dance with the mascots. Let's dance with the Staten Island Ferry. I forget why it's a giraffe. All right, it's the Bronx. What's going on, Bronx? Oh, let's go Mets. Way, I rode you today. Good to see ya. And there's the Staten Island Ferry. Yes, let's go Mets. Awesome, Griff. I'm happy you made it home. I'm happy you made it home. It was great seeing you as well. Mr. and Mrs. Met are inside the stadium. Oh, and this is the kids club. Oh, that looks cool. What?
Make sure y'all check them out over there. Choppers and bananas.
Gluten.
We got Chitties as always. Chitties cheesesteaks out here. Check those hottest cheesesteaks in New York. Chitties cheesesteaks.
Taking all the, how can you take all the gluten out of it? The gluten is all the fun. The gluten is all the fun.
511 NY ride share. 511 New York ride share. Enter for a chance to win Earth Month prizes. Earth Month prizes.
Oh my God, Chelsea Labubu. Yo, what is this fucking IP2 stream? IP2 always loses. What the fuck, Chelsea Labubu, welcome. I know, gluten-free empanadas, that takes all the fun out of it.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we will be out here post-game.
Good to see everybody. There's gonna be a post-game block party. But good to see everybody, people. Good to see you, Anthony. Let's go, Mats. Okay, I don't think I can go back around this way, right? Yo, Chelsea, is Scrubs nearby? Let me know. I want extra gluten. I want gluten and MSG. I'm a big fan of Madison Square Garden, so I would like to eat all the MSG I can. And we can't go. I want to go this way. We can't go that way. So let's go. Let's go back around. It's fucking windy out here, guys. What the fuck? Was it you? You got it, spotted cow. Oh my God. Yo, Chelsea Labubu in the chat. What the fuck? Today is gonna be the upside down. Without a doubt.
Boo-Boo's back, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Boo-Boo in the 5 borough.
Yeah. Wait, yo, shout out to Boo-Boo. You hear that, my love? Shout out to Boo-Boo. happy Saturday. Oh, this is Moo Moo. Moo Moo's hyping it up. He plays Fortnite. All right, Carol 813. Did I miss anybody? Good to see everybody. That's Moo Moo, not my boo boo. Oh, copy that, Chelsea. Copy that, Chelsea. Copy that. All right, you got it. I see where Scrubs is. I just did a quick check. And fuck Doozy. Chelsea, I'm gonna be honest. Doozy's a total piece of shit. When I saw that trash can go into his face, I cheered like it was a Mets game. Fuck Doozy. Let him go back to his fucking finance job. Yeah, it's definitely windy out here. Definitely windy out here. Yo, Spotted Cow, we're talking the lore, right? Spotted Cow, we're talking the live stream lore today. I feel you, Chelsea, I feel you. Autumn Alluring, welcome. Fucking windy out here, it's cold. All right, I want to see the new construction at Willets Point. As everyone comes to the game. Yes, indeed, Kaz. Today is like the soft open for Coney, but like tomorrow is like the historic open for Coney. It's always Palm Sunday. Natasha B out there in Austin. Welcome on in. Welcome to Citi Field. Just had MM Dodges. Good to see you. You just had. There's a live feed from the parking lot for real. I use it on the radio show. Yeah, and Sal, that's what we're gonna check out. The soccer stadium straight ahead. I want to see what it looks like. I can smell the hot dogs and everything. I can smell all the food. Oh boy. He is risking his job streaming, but he's, Chelsea, he's also risking his job by the simple stuff that he does. Like, and he, when they go around antagonizing people and stuff like that, for, prospective, job, employers, they don't want to deal with that kind of shit. And also for people like me, who I try to be a relatively painless live streamer, makes it harder for me. So.
Go in the main gate here, and then once you go inside, don't go upstairs. Go to the right.
Like it makes it harder for me to stream. I try to be like invisible. I will never antagonize people. And I know this sounds crazy if you know the whole story behind one of the most, if not the most controversial live streamer in New York, Scrubs, right now. I know deep down inside he may sound like a racist and all that, but deep down inside I think he's probably a really nice guy. Looking at his before pictures, I feel bad for him, yet I don't feel bad for him. Omur, welcome. With a single period in the chat. All right, let's see Willets Point. That's all the affordable housing right over there. We got good old KC Stingle. Hey guys. Hi guys. Oh, Morb, that's all you gotta type, man. You gotta get blocked, bro. It is a nice day. If you're out of the wind, it's a beautiful day. It's cold, though. It's cold. Wow, look at the cube. Holy shit, they got new streets and everything. They got the bike lane already in. Holy shit. Wow. That's a trip. I'll do my best to stay warm, Miss Linda. Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please listen carefully to the following announcement.
Good to see you there, photos. Welcome on in. Look at this. Wow. They got a whole like street network here. Look at the new building. And then we got this new street with the bike lane here. Wow. Ah, nice, Jeff. Good to see you. Enjoy it. Wow, I am so happy that we did I edited a video here during a snowstorm. So this is the cube. The entrance to the cube was going to be right here. The main entrance. Wow. And then you get like the chop shops are right here too. Thanks for subscribing. No, I'm not streaming inside I want to stream inside Citi Field with the gimbal and everything. I don't have a ticket, Steve. I'm here to show off the new construction, and then we're gonna head into Flushing Meadows to see if any trees are blossoming. So this is the cube. This will be home to New York City FC, our soccer team, our football team. Wow, it gives like a whole new vibe over here, this stadium. Wow. And then right next door, the Iron Triangle. The Iron Triangle is still here. Yeah, I saw that photos. There's a spot also by Central Park, by 90th Street beginning to blossom. So, no, the casino's on the other side, Steve. The casino's in the parking lot. This side here is going to have affordable housing and the stadium and a school. And on the other side will be the stadium. I mean, on the other side where we just were before, that's where the casino's going to be. That's where Metropolitan Park's going to be. I think we're using runway 31 today at LaGuardia. Wow, this is surreal. You got the chop shops. They're literally bumped up right next to the stadium. That's crazy. You know, if we had a little bit more time, I would like walk into Willets Point, but I don't have enough time to do that because I want to get to the cherry blossoms by a certain time. Oh, absolutely, Steve. But here it is. That's surreal. You know, we did a video where I walked all around here, where mostly the stadium is now today, and I showed the whole neighborhood off here, so I'm really happy I documented that. Daniel, the panorama of New York, yes, we're right by there. That's the Queens Museum. I have tickets to go inside the Queens Museum, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to go there because I did get out here It's already 3:30. The museum closes in about 90 minutes. So I don't think we're gonna have time to go into Queens Museum today. They do want to get rid of the chop shop, so I don't think they acquired all of the land. And then I know on the other side of this, there is a smelter where they melt the metal. So there's like a couple of recycling facilities over there as well. But there's like a smelter and they need that smelter. What's going on here? What's going on here? This is interesting dichotomy here where we have the chop shops right next to the stadium. What are the cops doing? They can tell the guy to get off the sidewalk? Let's see what's going to go on here. He's going to the chop shop. That's why he's there. And look, he already got the ticket out. The cop already got the ticket out already. Yeah, he's going into the chop shop. That's why he's parked there. Oh, he's talking about, he's saying that you got to keep an area open for pedestrians. Yeah, right, Ozzy? All right, so I think he just got out of his the ticket. But he's using the chop shop. I don't understand. And there's nobody walking over there. We got to come here a little bit earlier in the day. And we're going to like do a loop around here. I got to figure out exactly what's open and what's closed. Wow. This is wild. All right, let's head back into the park. Like I said, today we're going to be doing a lot of steps today, so. But this stadium right here, right next to the chop shops, is surreal. Oh, the cops are really out here enforcing traffic flow. They are very much enforcing traffic flow. Yeah, no, it's busy today because we have the game going on. So they're gonna do all the enforcement they don't do on any other day. So we got to come here on a very lazy, like weekday, like late morning. But seeing those affordable apartment buildings go up, that's crazy. That is crazy. This is the bullpen gate. But it's kind of wild that we're going to have two stadiums right next to each other. But I think football, American football. I think for American football games, we need a capacity of at least 40,000? I think this stadium only has, I think it's like 18. Of course, M Dodges, yeah. This neighborhood here, Willets Point, also known as the Iron Triangle, is notorious for having no sewers. It's really 25,000? Wow. I thought it was gonna be like 20. Wow, okay, 25,000. So a proper stadium. But this neighborhood here is infamous because it was weird. It was like during the 39-40 World's Fair, they kind of built out the street grid, but with no sewage. And then what happened was that all like these auto body shops and all these like car repair places, they all propped up over here. And basically they wanted to turn, technically this is very technical, this is part of Flushing Meadows Corona Park. Technically, this is like a weird no man's land. And when they decided, so then they basically stayed. All these chop shops stayed here. And then they didn't move. So then when they tried to move them out in 64, 65, they didn't leave. Robert Moses could not get them out. And they have been here ever since until, I guess, now, because they cleared it out all the way in that direction. That's wild. Well, there it is. There's the new stadium for the, what's it called? Emirates Field? But you had all these people basically squatting on the land. Oh, it's so nice when you get out of the wind. Mark Freeman, good to see you, Mark. As you can't get lost, Chelsea. It's not that hard to get around. Once you figure out how the street grids work, it's pretty easy. So 2027, damn, that's next year. My goodness, popping in there, Myrna. Good to see you, Myrna, up there in Montreal. Welcome on in. See, it's nice and chill over here because there's no wind. Kind of nice over here. I think I could hang out here and drink a beer. Let's head back into the proper Flushing Meadows Corona Park. Yeah, it is going to be cold, Lewis. Absolutely. It's windy. The wind's coming right up Flushing Bay. Pretty strong wind as well. And it's pretty cold. What is the weather bug saying for the temperature? Oh my God, did we get a super chat? Oh yeah, that's right. Network Intel with a $2 super chat. And Myrna Bergen. I will have a beer on you. Myrna Bergen with a $10 Canadian super chat. Myrna, thank you so much for the very generous $10 Canadian. Thank you so much for today's $10 Canadian club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $10 Canadian super chat. Oh, that's right. Oh, thanks for reminding me. That's right, Oscar. That's right. They moved the Queen's side. Is the Queen's side on this side or the other side? That side? All right, thank you. Oh my goodness, that's right. Oscar, we had a Queen's sign that was in some park. What was it? I forgot what neighbor. Was it Ozone Park or something like that? And they moved it suddenly over here to Citi Field. Oh, I should have looked for that. Oh, we're gonna have to look for that next time. I don't feel like walking back over there. Oscar, thank you so much. 43. Yeah, that's chilly. 43 degrees in the wind. It's cold. Walks in Camera. Good to see you. Everyone check out Walks in Camera. Fantastic content creator from Croydon. It was McDonald Park in Forest Hills. There we go. Thank you so much, Carol. Look at everybody come in. Oh, are they finally playing something meaningful like disco? Are we finally playing the soundtrack to Saturday Night Fever? The music of Marisol Torres.
Have a wonderful day.
Marisol,
Thank you for taking us along.
You're more
Smiley
than
face emoji.
Absolutely, Muriel. With a $5 super chat. Muriel, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. LP Walks usually comes on around like 2 in the morning. 2:30 morning. Look at this crowd coming out. Wow. Well, now they're playing New Wave, so we moved on from disco. Let's go against the crowd here. This should be fun. This should be fun. And then, everyone comes to the game. I'm amazed by how many people I saw drinking on the 7 train. And they're all drinking shit beers. Why do people drink such shit beers? Absolutely, Rush Man. Good to see you, Rush Man. There you go, the real feel's 37. God damn. It is cold. All right, let's head in. Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people coming to the game. Absolutely. That's right, Kim. Great music. Better than what they were playing before. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Did a train just let out? My God. Did a train just let out? It's a cool shot though. It's a cool shot. I'm trying to use the pillars to clear people. This is so funny. Yeah, I guess the 7 train just let out. Look at this. Holy shit. That was the appropriate song for this moment. That was the appropriate song. Yay! What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? They chuck it on this one and they chuck it on that one. Chuck it on your mother and they chuck it on your father. Was that a hair pulling adventure, Miss Linda? All right. We gotta look for some relics. And we gotta look for some cherry blossom trees now. They chuck it on your brother and they chuck it on your sister. They chuck it on that one and they chuck it on me. Bad boys, bad boys. I hope we're having fun. Welcome to the show, everyone. All right, now we got to go to the World's Fair. We're going to the World's Fair. What?
Streaming?
What? Where we streaming? Where?
On Instagram?
I don't know. Instagram? The fuck? This is widescreen. What are you fucking stunad? Bro. You out there day drinking, it's nice, right? Open fucking containers here. Why can't you people drink better beer?
What do you want? What do you like?
Sierra Nevada torpedoes, IPAs. Give me a fucking Lagunitas.
All gas.
All gas.
Full octane.
Full octane. We need fucking ABV over here. You fucking drinking 2%. I better drink fucking water.
Have a blessed one, bro.
Have a blessed one. Fucking open containers. Fucking open containers. Drinking fucking Coors Light. I got $5 on the calcium to see if they're gonna get arrested. If you only saw my face, ladies and gentlemen, streaming on Instagram, fucking shoot my eyes out. Widescreen. I think he's not. I don't know. I told you, we have to act crazy to control the crowd. Wait, got a buzz ball? Wait, you got buzz balls? I know, did I bring the stream lore with me? Yes, I did, Kim. Yes, I did, Kim. You nailed it, Kim. You nailed it. I was doing the eyeball talking, too. So, anyway. That got me all warm. I was cold before. Now I'm like nice and warm. I drink Coors Light, man. I'd rather drink fucking water. Give me the and they got good beers in the stadium. You know, they're drinking this water here. It's like ridiculous. My God. All the open containers. My God. So they drink before they go in. Okay. They don't want to pay $28 for a 12 ounce. I understand that. In this fucking economy, you don't want to get fucked. Yeah, we got to control the crazies with crazy. Dean, what's that funny? That's my job. That's my job. Streaming. I'm happy you didn't say TikTok. I'm happy you didn't say TikTok, right, people? They got all the open containers here. The boys are drinking here. They got $500 on the Kelsey app. They got $500 on the Kelsey app. Which one's gonna get caught with an open container fine? Which stunat is gonna get a $75 ticket for drinking a 2% beer? You gotta put the money now on the Kelsey app or go to mybookie.com. Norm, looking forward to tomorrow? Me too. Me too. It's so fugazi. Don't get me started. Where's Bob Hope when we need him to do a voiceover for me? God damn. I'm all like hot now. Letting my emotions take the best of me. That's true, Jay. That's true. That's true. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is historic opening day for Coney Island. Yeah, there's an LA RR stop here too. This is the, what's it called? Port Washington line? That's right, Kaz. We are on fire today. You're telling me? All right. You got these two shapes right here. These were the official landmark of the 3940 World's Fair. This is the Trilon and Perisphere. And the Perisphere had the original version of the Futurama ride. The Perisphere stood where the Unisphere stands today. Glad you guys are enjoying the stream. Looks like we have some new weird art to welcome us to Flushing Meadow. Unfortunately, they've destroyed the mosaics, so we can't say hi to Elsie the cow anymore or anything like that. That's a shame. I hope they replaced the mosaics. What the fuck is this? Okay, it's art. Whatever this is, it's art. It's for kids, I guess, or dogs. This thing here got knocked over. This thing here got broken. Look at this. It's like a piece of the art right here. Yeah, what are they doing with the art over here? Oh yeah, the top of it blew off. Yo, where's Parks Department? This is like a dangerous piece of metal. Oh my God, this is like a piece of aluminum. Oh, what a shame. Why did people gotta destroy the art for? Wow, what a shame. Can't have anything nice. I tell you, we can't have anything nice. Anyway, let's trudge to Flushing Meadow. Yep, Trilon and Perisphere were cool structures. New Horizons. So there is a, I guess a kind of a ride film of the original Futurama ride called New Horizons. It talks about this crazy, amazing thing called highways and the automobile. Look at this. An amusement park. 1960. I told you, Strawberry. I told you it was touch grass. I told you. Stuart, good to see you. Ah, congratulations. Congratulations, Stuart. Congratulations. And let me see here if I could read. Gotta get some information about one of the first relics we're gonna see from the World's Fair. Oh shit. Okay. Probably snap. Probably Robert. Yeah. I mean, it got pretty windy out here. Congratulations, Stuart. You're 5 years. You went to the fair 5 times. It was great. Hells yeah. Right. Is that all the information that's on it? Wow. There's like no information about this statue. What's wrong with drinking? I know, Holla. I'd rather drink water than drink Coors Light. Good to see you, Holla. There's nothing wrong with drinking water. I mean, I have some seltzer water in my bag right now. But if you're gonna get out here and risk a fucking $75 ticket, drinking some piss beer, 3% over there, you might as well just drink fucking water. Good to see you, Holla. You might as well just drink fucking water. So this statue is worse than piss, yeah. Yes, they do, Dirty Jersey. We're gonna go see it. We're gonna go see that. We're gonna see the, it's called, oh my God, I'm blinking on the name of it now. The Column of Jerash. We're gonna see. That was part of the Saudi Arabia Pavilion. Right now, we're walking roughly in the area of the Freemason Pavilion of the 1939-1940 World's Fair. And the statue we are about to see was part of that pavilion. But I believe that this statue was moved from its original location, but it didn't move far. It's still in the general vicinity of it. But here it is. This is called George Washington the Mason. That's true, Robert. But hey, everything they promised in the '64 fair, I'm doing right now, right? That's right, Autumn. Take a sip of water. Here it is. George Washington the Mason. So this was part of the Freemason Pavilion at the 3940 fair. That pavilion was roughly in this area, and the statue was roughly in this area as well. So this is a relic from that first World's Fair. Right there. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so now let's walk towards the pools. Do I have the top 10 parks graphic ready to go? Let me see. I don't think I have it ready to go. Fuck. I have a top 10 parks graphic. And this park is like, this is the 3rd or 4th largest park in the city. This park is pretty big. And actually for the 39th fair, the footprint of the 39th fair was larger than the 64-65 fair. Now, if you don't know, the 64-65 fair was not a real World's Fair. The actual World's Fair for that time period was out in Seattle in 1962. This is only World's Fair in name in 64-65. So a lot of big countries were not represented, like Canada and France and United Kingdom and all that. But a lot of other countries that don't usually get shine at the World's Fair were basically front page, and like the most impressive pavilion outside of the industrial pavilions was Spain. Spain had an amazing pavilion here. All right, we have made it to the reflecting pools. Everybody's out. Everybody is out. There's a World's Fair every, I think, 2 years or 4 years, Rush fan. And the last couple of World's Fairs were out in Europe. I mean, sorry, out in Asia. And the last one actually just recently happened in Osaka, Japan. The last World's Fair that was here in the States was in 1986 in New Orleans. Or in 1984. Wait, was it 1984 or 1980? I think it was 1986 in New Orleans. Then in 1983, there was one in Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah, it wasn't a real World's Fair. Robert Moses did not exactly help that situation. So there is a bureau called the BIE, the Bureau of International Expositions or something like that. And they're the ones who actually, they're kind of like the Olympic Committee. They're the ones who choose the host city for the World's Fairs. And Robert Moses had his plan, and Robert Moses' plan broke a lot of the rules of the BIE. And they're like, no, you can't ask for rent, and you can't have the fair run 2 years, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. And he's like, well, who needs you anyway? And he was determined to have a World's Fair for his grandkids. So, yeah, he just did his own. So a lot of countries were not here at the 64-65 fair. Now this light pole here, this flagpole here, actually these two flagpoles, which there's two of them, there's another one over there. These flagpoles are from the 39-40 fair, and they have beautiful eagles on the top. Check it out. There it is. They're made of copper. Look at that. How cool is that? And then these flagpoles look out onto the fountain of the planets. This is a big man-made body of water that the Flushing Bay, the Flushing Creek technically flows through this thing. But it goes underneath there in that direction, and it comes through here, and then eventually goes out those outtakes right over there, and then it continues on out towards the Flushing Bay. Belgrade. All right, so next year's fair will be in Belgrade, 2027. Nice. That flag has seen better days. It needs to replace it. Now you see a structure out there, and that structure is where the fireworks show would happen every night, and I would give anything to see that. Hitchcock would be proud. So right here, this was the structure for the 64-65 fair. It was a water show and fireworks. And so the water, the fireworks, the lights on the water will all emanate from this building here. And there was a fireworks show every night. I would give anything to see that. But off in that direction is a public pool. And then that's Flushing, Queens on that side over there. And then we look out in this direction, unfortunately, into the wind. There's the Unisphere. Let's go. Unfortunately, we have to walk right into the wind. It was Nice walking with the wind. New York City FC, I guess, donated this. This little soccer court here, football club here. Hey, where's Tippi Hedren when we need her? Right. It's amazing how little information I have on that statue, on that George Washington statue. That's crazy. No, I'm not coming to the game. I'm here to see the blossoming trees. And actually, isn't the game starting now? 4 o'clock? Or 4:15. 4:15. A lot of people playing football or American soccer. Gary, Ron, and Keith starting their 21st year as a broadcast team. That's a beautiful thing. And they're only on Epson Live. I like to watch SNI when I got a lot of money on the Galaxy app. Am I weird? I'm enjoying the cold. Am I weird? Am I really enjoying the cold the way I am? I'm enjoying the cold. All right, not at all. I appreciate that, Miss Linda. Thank you. It's windy. Like, who designed it? I don't know who designed it. Oh, you found something that I can't find there, man? Oh, my Lord. Anyway, it's too late now, because we're on to the next statue. Harvey Lee, welcome. Here is the rocket thrower for the 1964-65 World's Fair. It was created by Donald DeLue. And, yeah, he was contracted for this piece of art in 1962. It was recently, well, about what, 8 years ago, it was refurbished by the Municipal Arts Society. And they cleaned it up. Already said that, Neil. Neil's a little bit too late to the party there. I literally just said that, and then here comes Neil, wanting to be correct. But yes, I understand. This is what Neil wants to hear. Yes, you're correct, Neil. Thanks for letting me know. Anyway, he was contracted in 1962 to create this statue, and the statue cost $105,000 to make with a deadline of under 6 months. DeLue completed the full plaster model in 1963, which at the time was sent to Italy to be cast. Stands at 43 feet tall And 13. Oh, it's the same guy. Wow, Neil. I learned something new. There you go. See, Neil, I learned something. So, the statue of Lincoln. Of Washington was done also by Donald. Look at that. I learned something new. Thank you, Neil. Good to see you there in Viewfind TV. Welcome. But here it is. But the rocket thrower, one of my favorite statues in the whole city. Frame it up nice. Yay! And then we come around and there's the World's Fair. Right there. There is the Unisphere. Right there. But coming up next, we shall go to the Jordanian Pavilion. I misspoke earlier. We're going to the Jordanian Pavilion. And this is the second oldest object in any park in New York City. That is the column of Jerash. Yeah, Steven, they're not really hidden, Steven. You just gotta know where to look. Now, unfortunately, the column of Jerash has sustained some kind of weather damage. And I do not know what the Queens Museum is planning to do about it. Now, this column stands pretty much in the exact same place as it was back at the 64-65 fair. So we'll see what the state of it. It was not in a very good state. It's like from 120 AD or something like that. It's really old. And it's kind of amazing that we have something this old just out in a New York City park. But unfortunately, the beautiful top to it broke apart and was damaged in a storm. And it looks like they've actually removed some more of it. So now it's missing the whole top. But here is the dedication stone. And here it is. So the oldest object in any New York City park is Cleopatra's Needle up in Central Park. So a big chunk of this thing, there was something similar to the bottom piece that was up on the top. Now that whole top piece, a part of it crumbled away and they removed it. It looks like now they have like a piece of something on top to, I guess, limit the weathering of the top of the column there. This is pink, I think it's pink granite or pink limestone. No, I think it's might be limestone or granite. I don't know which one it is. I think it's granite. But yes, oldest man-made thing, or it's the second oldest man-made thing, exactly. But it's amazing to see this, the column of Jerash, and look at this, the original info plaque has completely disappeared. You cannot read that anymore, that's for sure. The thing that amazes me about Flushing Meadows Corona Park is how much history and historic things that have happened here, and how kind of like poorly run the park is. The park is not run the best. But the column of Jerash that was built in Roman times, and that was a part of the Jordanian Pavilion. And the Jordanian Pavilion was quite controversial because the Jordanian Pavilion was right next to the Israeli Pavilion. So what the Jordanian Pavilion had was they had basically a poem about the plight of the Palestinian people that faced the Israeli Pavilion, and the Israeli Pavilion did not like that too much. So, but the poem and everything stayed up for the duration of both years of the fair. Oh, the trees are beginning to bud. Here they are. The trees are beginning to bud. Yeah, it's kind of sad that they don't keep the park too well. It is a big park, though, so It's like what's it, like 800? Almost 800. It's like almost 900 acres, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me, before somebody corrects me. Top 10 New York City parks. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to our next pavilion. Top 10 New York City parks by land area. There we go. Is it 95 acres? There we go. See, Neil, see, I knew Neil wanted to do that. Thank you, Neil. So, of course, the largest park in New York City is Pelham Bay Park at 2,772 acres. And after that, Staten Island Greenbelt at 2,316 acres. After that, Fresh Kills Park at 2,200 acres. Van Cortlandt Park comes in fourth place with 1,146 acres. Flushing Meadows Corona Park comes in at 898 acres. And then Central Park, 843 acres. So there you go. So Flushing Meadows Corona Park, the 5th largest park in the city. Originally, this park was a, in the Dutch period, that's how it got its name, Flushing. It was called Wisseling. The Wisseling here. This was a tidal strait and a tidal bay, and kind of like a marshland area. And then, at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, this becomes an ash dump. It's called the Corona ash dumps. So a lot of those areas that were beginning to modernize and develop out in Brooklyn, they sent all their ash out here. Of course, this was immortalized as the Valley of Ashes in The Great Gatsby. And then it was Robert Moses that saw this place as an opportunity. We're almost in the geographic center of the New York City metropolitan area, when you count all the suburban areas and whatnot. And so he saw that this area was perfect for a fair. So they leveled all of the ash heap down, and he created this park. A beautiful park, nonetheless. And that first World's Fair happened. And then after that, that first World's Fair, it didn't really turn much of a profit. So they couldn't build the park the way they wanted to. So then it kind of languished until 64, 65. Then we had our 64, 65 fair. And then, as Robert Moses said, we will complete the park, which kind of also didn't really happen to Robert Moses' fruition. Annalie, good to see you. Justine, welcome on in. This is the New York State Pavilion. And right in front of us, the Queen's Theater, formerly known as the Theaterama Building, which featured a movie that was played around you 360 degrees, featuring all of the wonders of the state of New York. And I have been looking all over for a copy of it, and I still haven't found it. But we are in the process of refurbishing the towers here. The towers are going to be refurbished to the point where we will be able to go up there. And they're thinking about possibly a restaurant here. There used to be a restaurant in that lower saucer. And then, what are we going to turn the main part into? We don't know yet. The Tent of Tomorrow, it's called. We're going to see a better view of it when we come around. Tent of Tomorrow. I think it's perfect for a music venue. I think they should just turn it into a music venue and leave the structure alone. But there's lots of ideas about what they're going to turn it into. Douglas Patiglia, aloha. Good to see you. So now this is why we are here. There's a beautiful stand of okami trees Japanese okami trees here. And I want to see if they're beginning to sprout. UFO landing stage? Maybe. All right. It looks like we're going to have to come here in a week's time. So this is like a hidden gem here. When you get all these trees blossoming, it looks really beautiful. These trees were a gift from the Japanese government to the city of New York after the 64-65 World's Fair. Larry, welcome. Here we got some first blooms. Here they are. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back here in like a week. Just beginning. They're just beginning. Ah, it's lovely. Ah, I love breathing in deep. Ah, beautiful. Spring. In a week, 5 days. If it gets really warm this week, these trees are gonna really pop fast. But this is one of the first places to begin blooming. Right here, right by the right there, the Van Wyck or the Grand Central. I think it's the Grand Central, right? So now you guys know, you're gonna have to come out here in a week. Ah, so beautiful. The air here is kind of nice, even though we're right next to the highway. You could really enjoy the smell of the trees here and all the nature. This is the spot. You can tell the color. Can you guys see the color? You can tell the color here. It's coming. It's coming. And now we are at another pavilion for the 1964, 65, and 39, 40 World's Fair. Welcome. Welcome to the Westinghouse Pavilion. And this is the time capsule here. To endure for 5,000 years. The Westinghouse time capsule is right here. And both time capsules are here. So from the 39-40 fair and the 64-65 fair. They're both here. And the funniest thing I can remember from this is David Letterman actually did a sketch here, as well as Conan O'Brien. They both did a sketch here for their late night shows. E-Bike Mike, good to see ya. To endure for 5,000 years. I don't think we're gonna make that. I don't think we're gonna make that. Something tells me I don't think we're gonna endure 5,000 years. Here is the tent of tomorrow. This was designed by one of the great American architects of his time, Philip Johnson. And this originally featured a very colorful roof. It was made of plexiglass. And unfortunately, again, we didn't maintain it correctly. So in the 1970s, these little tiles started falling. There was like a roller rink down here. And so what we did was we just basically removed them. I would love to see these tiles come back. And I would love to see this space turned into some kind of performance space. And look at that, they painted the pavilion, but there's already graffiti on it. That's a shame. There was a lot of volunteers that came out here and painted the exterior wall. And I'm very brokenhearted by people already graffitiing all over it. Now, fundamentally, Flushing Meadows Corona Park is a traffic interchange. When they redid the park here for the 60s, he really ramped up, if you will, all of the facilities for cars. Looks like we have something going on at the Vatican Pavilion. Let's see. To our left-hand side coming up is the Maloof Skate Park. And the Maloof Skate Park is fairly new. It's about maybe 15 years old at this point, almost 20 years old. And this was the site of the Astral Fountain, a beautiful stainless steel column fountain where the water spouted from various parts on the structure. It was a beautiful, beautiful fountain. Of course, taken away after the '64 fair concluded. But here it is, the Astral Fountain. And then, yeah, we have something going on here at the Vatican Pavilion. I've never seen anything go down here. Our Lady of the Roses. Our Lady of the Roses, Mary Help of Mother's Shrine. Yeah, they had something go down here. That's pretty cool. I've never seen
heresy. Unlawful heresy. Condoned and committed in my house.
Wow.
Do you see, oh clergy, do we crucify me? Oh my. Oh dear. Just as I said in 1971. His hand with a nail to his arm and a skin-like rope floating onto his wrist, onto the wood. The blood is cutting through the nail.
In all my years coming here to Flushing Meadows, I have never seen anybody use the Vatican Pavilion. So that is a first. That is a first. And right over here you have people skating on the Maloof Skate Park. Yeah, you tried, Carol. Thank you so much for trying, Carol. I appreciate you for that. I'll send in an email, too, on my way home. Try to see if I could get an email sent out. So she was talking about witnessing Christ on the cross. So that's what you were hearing. She was basically describing a depiction of that. But as we now come around to the tent of tomorrow. And now our tour brings us back around to the Unisphere. Huh? Talking to me? Oh, there it is. That is you. Good to see you, Marissa. What are you doing? Yes, we're live. It's Marissa. What are you doing here? Wait, you're supposed to be in Coney Island. There's a glitch in the matrix. Wait, hold on, people. I'm gonna mute it. I just have to talk to Marissa about some business here. Hold on one second. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, it is a small world. If you visit Coney Island, USA, in our museum, you probably meet Marissa, a dear friend of mine. We were talking tour guide talk, so that was fun. It is a small world, people. This was meant to be. Well, look at all the people who tuned out. Dang, I guess they don't care about the stream. That's fine. We're not done yet, people. We're not done yet. So, wow. Everything in life happens for a reason. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Am I right? Everything happens for a reason. Ooh, it's cold over here. All right. Onward with the tour. Sorry for muting it out. Oh, my Lord, it's windy. The clouds look great. park looks great. It's cold. That was crazy. I was like, I know her. I know her. All right, onward with the tour here. So now we continue on with the Unisphere. Hey. Yes, it was a private conversation. Yeah, we had to talk business, Strawberry. We had to talk business. The landmark of the 1964-65 World's Fair, right here, the beautiful Unisphere. You never know who you got to run into. Stands at 120 feet tall, or it has 120 foot diameter. It is still the largest representation of the globe on Earth. It was built and designed by the United States Steel Corporation. And you have 3 rings that surround the Unisphere. One ring is dedicated to Yuri Gagarin, the first human around the Earth. The second ring is for, John Glenn, the first American in space. And then the third ring was for the Telstar satellite. One of the first telecommunication satellites ever. And every time I look at this thing, I feel the same way.
When you do this kind of stream, your professionalism shines.
Rush fan. Thank you so much, Rush fan. I appreciate that. With a $10 super chat. Rush fan, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you for joining today's $10 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 super chat. I go into tour guide mode whenever I come out here. And I do feel like I'm like at the World's Fair. Like that's the thing I think about. Like I think about all the people that looked at this thing. Now, originally, and they still here and they still work, but they don't turn them on very often. There's fountains all around. There's like fountain jets all here. Oh, was it Alan Shepard, the first American? So John Glenn was the first one who orbited, right? So it was John Glenn. So John Glenn was the first American to orbit the Earth. So there you go. I know it's for John Glenn, so he did an orbit. Just like Yuri Gagarin. But I like to think about all the people who looked at this structure and who experienced this. It's huge. I want to get my favorite shot here because we could get the sun. We could really play with the sun.
Mahalo, don't appreciate you, my guy. Praying gesture emoji.
And Douglas Fatiglia with a $5 super chat. Douglas, thank you so much. Very generous $5 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $5 club. It's Wendy. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $5 super chat.
My favorite spot in New York. Smiley face emoji. Smiley face emoji.
Hells yeah, Chris MG Vlog. Wow, what are you doing pounds? Chris MG Vlogs with a £10 super chat. Chris MG, thank you so much for the very generous, extremely generous £10 super chat. Thanks for joining today's £10 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big £10 super chat. Thank you so much, Chris. Everybody check out Chris MG Vlogs. Fantastic content creator from Grenada, where it's no doubt a lot warmer. Everybody got to check out Chris MG Vlogs. It's all good, Carol. It's beautiful. I need to know this information. I need to be kept up on the information. Ooh, they're playing the hello song. They're playing the hello song. Are you ready? Hello. Yeah. Hello. I love this thing too. It's the coolest thing. So originally, for the 64-65 fair, there were these massive light stanchions that were set up around the Unisphere, and when those lights were turned on, it gave the illusion that the Unisphere rotated and that it had clouds and everything. And you know, the lighting effect was so convincing that a lot of people were convinced that this whole thing used to rotate, but it never rotated. The lighting was just that good, and I wish we would have kept that lighting. Uh-oh. We got a rumble. We got a rumble. Oh, that one's kosher. One says open, the other one says kosher. It's the meeting of the minds. Hello? Hello? Yay! Yes, there were lights on the Unisphere. They were of the capitals of the world. So yeah, there were lights all over the Unisphere. And I don't feel like climbing over this thing right now. And also there's some kids skateboarding in there. But there is a spot where you can see where they used to plug in the Unisphere. And that's another thing that I wish they would have kept. All the lights on it. But now let's see the leaves. Let's check the flowering plants over here. This is a great photo spot here. Look, flowering plants. Can you see a little bit of red? Over here, you can probably see it a little bit better. But they're just beginning to come out. In about a week, these are going to be out. And these guys bloom first, and they don't last very long. So it was United States Steel Corporation who designed the Unisphere, but I don't know who exactly was the sculptor, unless somebody wants to look it up right now. First signs of spring, everybody. Travis Weeks, good to see you. It's a great spot for some photos. But the trees are beginning to blossom. But let's see. I gotta look it up right now. Let's do it. Architect, engineer of the Unisphere, Flushing Meadows Corona Park. Gilmore David Clark. Designed by landscape architect and civil engineer Gilmore David Clark. And it was fabricated and erected by the American Bridge Company. And it was there you go, Carol 813 got it. Let's walk around the Unisphere. Let you guys see this from all angles. then I think let's head back to Citi Field. And I want to see that Queens sign. And let's see if we can get into some more wacky hijinks with the Mets fans. That is some great trivia. Hello. And here is the plaque. Now, there's multiple of these plaques all around here, but dedicated to man's aspirations towards peace through mutual understanding, symbolizing his achievements in an expanding universe. The Unisphere weighs 700,000 pounds. Ah, there you go, Neil. Thank you so much for letting us know that. That's cool to know. Now it is about 15 minutes to 5 o'clock, so unfortunately we cannot go to... I knew this was a timeout this way. We can't go to the Queens Museum because the Queens Museum is like closing in 15 minutes. Luckily, Queens Museum is a pay-what-you-wish museum, so... There it is. The Unisphere. There is a really cool movie that they made for the construction of the Unisphere that you can watch here on YouTube. Yeah, Carol. Yeah, that's what I hear, Carol. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go back and we're going to look for that Queen sign. Let me see if I can find a clip of Robert Moses talking about the Unisphere. He does have a rather there you go, Neil. He did have a rather interesting quote about it. Oh, here it is. Unisphere, the world on Earth, is the YouTube video. And this video did play at the United States Steel Corporation Pavilion. There he is. There's the old man.
Theme symbol for a new World's Fair. Robert Moses, president of the World's Fair Corporation. We looked high and low for a challenging symbol. The New York World's Fair of 1964 and 1965. It had to be of the space age. It had to reflect the interdependence of men on the planet Earth. It had to emphasize their achievements and aspirations. It had to be the sign ashore for all visitors, dominating Flushing Meadow and built to remain as a permanent feature of the park, reminding succeeding generations of a pageant of surpassing interest and significance. What's stronger, more durable, and more appropriate metal in the record of American constructive accomplishments could be thought of than stainless steel? And what builder more imaginative and competent than the United
There it is. The man himself, Bobby Moses. That was the press conference, if you will, for the Unisphere. But good to see you at MS today. Will's driving American Truck Simulator. Good to see you. Had to play that. Had to play Bobby Moses. They gotta remind us of a thing of a passing significance. Yeah, let's look for that Queens sign. Always, Wilbs. Good to see you. I'll never forget the first time I saw this thing in person. I was maybe about 10 or 11 years old. And it's crazy how like I still get the same feeling I get when I was that young today. I still feel it. Absolutely, Douglas. I love that the kids are just playing. They're jumping over the grate. There. And there's people climbing up there. I love this stupid thing. Yeah, no, Miss Linda, exactly. It's one of those points that I will probably always remember. One of my favorite teachers, Dr. Quinn. Dr. Quinn was my social studies teacher in 7th grade. And he took us out here. He took us out here to see the Unisphere, but more importantly, to check out the panorama of New York. I remember the year with the stuff, what with the need to climb on stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why people need to climb on it. I guess it's what we need to do, I guess. Arjan, welcome. But yeah, getting back to my story, I remember when we came out here, it was social studies class, and we came here to see besides the Unisphere, we came out here to see the panorama. And at that time, I was infatuated with micro machines, and that's all I could think about. Even though it was the wrong scale, it was I want to play micro machines on that thing. I'm still fascinated by it. Definitely. Dr. Quinn definitely gave me a bit of what I like to project and tell here on the stream. Yeah, that's right, DJ Dirty. A lot of great music videos and things were filmed here. Okay, let's head back over. We're going to head back over to Citi Field one more time. And I want to see if we could find that Queens sign. DJ Dirty, my mom kept all mine. So they're somewhere at my parents' house, or they're in my apartment. They might be in my apartment. Infatuated with that stuff. Yep, biggest geography instrument ever. Yeah, big shots, right? Absolutely. Absolutely.
For the Unisphere.
Hells yeah, walks in camera. Let's go. With a 10-pound super chat. Walks in camera. Thank you so much for a very generous 10-pound super chat. Thanks for joining today's 10-pound club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big 10-pound super chat. Much appreciated there, walks in camera. For the Unisphere. So if you've never seen it, guys, we did do a video. I did a video here, a music video, where we walk all around this area and the Iron Triangle. We walk around Willets Point in snow. It's pretty incredible. Check it out. Good to see you, Jenna. I'm doing great. Enjoying the cool air. I don't know how the ice cream trucks are doing with cool air, but that's how I'm getting home, Samuel, the 7 train. Yes, indeed. I'll be taking the 7 to the D train going home because there's no N-train service between Manhattan and Queens. Nope, to plow right into the car. Yeah, that's right. Madam Mojo, good to see you. It's wild that one of the best shots from that music video now doesn't exist. It's where the stadium is today. So, I knew when I filmed that, I was like documenting history. But now, especially walking around there, it really freaks me out. All right, so there's the Billie Jean King Tennis Center and the Arthur Ashe Stadium, home of the US Open. And it's a shame that they barely use this facility for anything else other than tennis. Dan, I'm glad you're enjoying. I want to see this Queen sign. It's 5 o'clock. I want to hop on the train around like 5:36. So let's head over back towards Citi Field and see if we could catch that Queen's sign. Wind, man. It'll be nice if it wasn't windy. Nice if it wasn't windy. So let's go see if we can find the Queen sign. And for you guys who missed out on the first part of the stream, we're gonna head back. But if you missed out, if you're just joining us, we did do a little walk around Citi Field. We ran the bases of Shea Stadium. Where we're gonna go now, we saw earlier as well. We saw the new what's it called? The Emirates Stadium. For the New York City FC football team. Soccer, American soccer, for all you international viewers. And supposedly the Queen's sign is there, so I want to go see the Queen's sign before we head back. And actually, you know what? Somebody posted it on Facebook. Let me go look for it on Facebook here. I'll know exactly where it is when I find the Facebook post. Queen's sign, Citi Field. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Okay, where am I going? Where am I going? Okay, there's the "It's Set to Move" article. A lot of people are very upset that they moved the Queen's sign, and I don't blame them. I think where the Queen's sign was originally was a beautiful spot. Okay, it's by the team store. Okay, I gotta go find this. The team store. I wonder if that's like behind. I wonder if that's behind barricades for the security. All right, let me check the map now. Let's go to the Citi Field team store. Citi Field team store. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, it is right there. Oh, for real? Okay, it's like, I think that Queen sign is gonna be all amongst the security. I found where it is now. I know where it is. All right, I want to see the Queen sign before we go. But Xavier, good to see you. Good to see everybody, people. Okay, we're gonna head back towards the Citi Field one last time. And then I think we'll head back to Flushing Meadow right here because I'm gonna use the bathroom. And because I got a long train ride home. It takes me 2 hours to get up here, guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. And of course, tonight we'll do another episode of Now in New York City Live. Yep. There you go. Photos already on top of it. Yep. We'll be doing a 10 o'clock show tonight. That's why we have to get home at a certain time. I got to go home, eat dinner. I am very hungry. I burned through that slice of pizza already. Yeah, beautiful but cold, yeah. Exactamente. If you're out of the wind and you're in the sun, it feels really nice. But it's cold.
Hot beverages, cookies, double thermals fund.
Hells yeah.
Smiley face emoji.
Hells yeah, Danily. And Annalie, what a 10-pound super chat. Annalie, thank you so much for the very generous 10-pound super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's 10-pound club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big 10-pound super chat. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Mahalo and aloha, everybody. Oh man, look at that wind. No! It's so windy. Oh, Jim, you got some Donna Zeta? I think I'm going to have some Donna Zeta for lunch tomorrow, Jim. Good to see you. I hope the cracking of the egg cream went well. Yes, indeed. We're past the LIRR station. Right there. Oh, the egg cream is tomorrow. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Jem. Thanks for the heads up. For some reason, I thought the egg cream was today. So somebody erroneously reported that. All right, good. They're keeping the traditions the same. Good. Yeah, extraordinary as always. It's Coney Island. It's beautiful. It's like a Rome. Once in a lifetime. Shout out to the Zamperla family. And shout out to Central Amusements International for keeping Luna Park running. Enjoy your stay here at Luna Park. Your boy is getting hungry. I am hungry. I definitely come back here and use the bathroom. Definitely come back into the park and use the bathroom. But I want to see this Queen's sign. I think it was Oscar who reminded me about the Queen's sign. So thank you so much for reminding me about that. Because I really want to see this thing. Just can't get over all the new construction here. Yes, we're meeting up with the metalheads tomorrow and all that. Yes, indeed, Lisa. We're gonna be meeting with the metalheads tomorrow and Chucky and all that good stuff. Hopefully Autumn Alluring as well. On stream, we're probably going to ride the Phoenix and the Wonder Wheel. We got a full day in Coney coming up. Good to see you, Maria. Look at how different this looks. Look at how different the vibe is now. We had all those people before coming to the game, and now there's nobody here. They're all in the stadium. They are all, oh, there's a bathroom here. I wonder if they're open. I think they are. Well, I might end the live stream right here because I can go to the bathroom right here. Oh yeah. Ooh, the bathroom. Ooh, the bathroom over here is open. Yay! I don't have to walk all the way back to Flushing Meadow. All right, let's look for this Queen sign, and then we could go home. Yeah, when nature calls, right, Linda? I have a long train ride, so I gotta make sure I empty out. All right, I want to see this Queen sign. Ooh, some stragglers still coming out. You get a good view of Tom Seaver and the home run apple as well. Yeah, it takes 2 hours, Carol. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, why are people leaving so early? All right, where is this Queen sign? It's supposed to be right here. It's not here. No wonder I walked right past it. I thought it was here. All right, let's go around. Let's go back around the stadium again. Or maybe it's on the other side. Actually, let's go to the other side. Let's go to the other side. All right, let's go to the other side. Oh, bottom of the fourth. Then why are so many people leaving? There's like people leaving the game. Well, there's people still getting here to the game as well. I want to see the Queen's sign, damn it.
Radio, powered by Batman South Central.
Okay, so getting ready to take down all the fencing here. It's like a well-oiled machine. Look how fast they're going and doing it. Wow. It's pretty wild, like in the span of just an hour, there's nobody here anymore. Everyone's in the stadium already. All right, let's come around the other side here. Is the Queen's side over here. It's definitely brick out here right now. But I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, at least for me. Holy shit, where is this? Where is this Queen's sign? They bring it over here, and now I can't find it. Good to see you, Deborah. Yo, where is the... I'm going to ask somebody in a second here. Yeah, was the sign moved like inside the stadium? We're just going to walk around the whole thing now. I'm determined to see this sign. Subscribing. Where the hell is this sign? It's at the bottom of the flight of stairs to the train. Really? All right, let's go back there then. Let's go back there. Let's go back there and see what we get. I mean, Miss Linda, I saw a picture of it when they first installed it here. And it was just on the other side of the stadium by the team shop, but it's not there now. So let's see if it's over by the stairs from the subway. I want to see this sign.
Patriots played their games at Fenway Park. If you can imagine squeezing a football field into Fenway.
Oh, I found it.
They did at Wrigley Field.
Yo, Carol 813, you're on it. I see where it is now. Dude, have we walked past this thing two, 3 times and just not realize it? I finally see it. Where is radio? It lives on the FM spectrum of the radio spectrum. Or AM. It lives, it lives in the radio spectrum. That's where it is. Where the television station, the same thing. It's a different kind of spectrum of the radio wave. Yeah, Carol, you found it for me. Thank you. We walked past this thing 3 times. Okay, this is like a better spot for it than right next to the stadium. Here's the home run apple. And so the Queen sign is just over there. We're gonna go see that next. We got a nice clear view now of Tom Seaver. This is legit one of my favorite statues in the city. I just love the way the statue looks, and Tom Seaver just happens to be one of my favorite Met players of all time. Rush fan, Shea Stadium was right over here. At the beginning of the stream, Rush fan, we actually walked the bases of Shea Stadium, so check out the replay. But Shea Stadium was there, and then the new stadium, the new soccer stadium, or football stadium, American soccer, it's right over there. Terrific, Tom, terrific, that's right. And now let's check out this sign here, the Queen's sign here. This was placed in a park deep in the borough, and they only left it there for like a couple of weeks. And then they unceremoniously moved it to now here. But at least it's right here when you enter the stadium grounds. And we'll let them take a picture. 0-0 on the Calciac. Carol, you were more than useful. You saved the stream because I really wanted to see this sign. I really wanted to see this sign. Oh, that's a fun picture. That's a fun picture. I like that. It's a good idea. But here it is. Thank you, Carol, for helping us find the sign. Oh, that's fun. You hang out in the letter. I like that. I like that. That's fun. Has great color. Has the Mets colors. And it's literally right here next to the 7 train. Wow. What a stream today. What a stream today, people. What a stream. Guys, did we have fun? I hope we had fun. I know I had fun. I always love taking you guys here to the World's Fair and taking you guys around the city. Oh, we gotta do the big thank you. Thanks to everybody who helped sponsor today's show. Without you guys, I cannot do this. So thank you guys. We should walk to Coney. Photos from around New York. It will take me approximately 6 hours to walk to Coney Island. I don't think I could do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not being able to walk 6 hours after we already walked 2 hours and 20 minutes. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. You're more than welcome, Yurna. But Dana Lee with a big 10-pound super chat. Walks in camera with a big 10-pound super chat. Chris MG Vlogs. Everyone check out Chris MG Vlogs and Walks in Camera. Chris MG Vlogs with a big 10-pound super chat. Douglas Fatiglia with a big $5 super chat. Rush Fan with a big $10 super chat. Much appreciated. I always get professional when I come out here and do this. Marisol Torres with a big $5 super chat, as well as Myrna Bergen with a big $10 Canadian super chat. Network Intelligence with a big $2 super chat. And Kaz Cat's been a channel member for the last 15 months. I want to thank Kaz and all of the channel members for having faith in me as a content creator. And thank you so much for being one of us. One of us. Go Bakaba, go Bakaba, one of us. One of us, people. One of us. Well, I gotta thank everyone who hit the like button on the video, all 224 of you. I appreciate that. And yeah, exactly. Google Maps says exactly 6 hours. I know photos. You think I can't listen. Photos. You think I don't know? Anyway, are you new to this nonsense? Then make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Maz Family Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram. All same name at Dutch Maz. Make sure your notification bell because I never know when I'm going to go live next. And we will be live though later on tonight at 10 o'clock for our 10 o'clock news. So join us there. But from Citi Field here in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, Queens. This is Dutch Moz signing off. Have yourself a fabulous Flushing Queens day, whether you can afford to live in Flushing or not. Hug your loved ones. Cherish those beautiful moments. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are, I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys. I'll see you guys. If I don't see you tonight, by the way, see you guys tomorrow morning for opening day in Coney, all right? So until then, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.